projects I'm working on is one is the Kuwait project. That's the project through the Kuwait MIT Center, CNRE of MIT, funded by Kuwait Foundation for Scientific Research. That involves co-PIs from MIT as well as from Kuwait. So this project involves more than 30 people altogether, multidisciplinary, working on this problem. The other large project I have is with the Shell Global, dealing with the development of wireless sensors, distributed sensors, development of innovative methodologies for sensing buildings and structures. One innovation that is going on is in addition to the use of wireless sensors and wired sensors like accelerometers on buildings, is to use cameras. By the use of camera, one can achieve assessment of structural properties, vibration characteristics of the building, as well as hopefully material properties of the materials from which the building was built. That's actually a new approach. The technique that has been developed at MIT by my colleagues in the computer science department, which is called motion magnification, is something that we are incorporating into this process, such that with the combination of camera-based assessment and the motion magnification, we could see the vibrations of an object or a building, so the tiny vibrations can be magnified and looked at with some processing, giving us information on pixel by pixel basis, which would be essentially equivalent to an information that you could develop from a sensor, like an accelerometer, that is actually physically put on the building. Let me give you an example of a bridge. The bridges deteriorate. They become unsafe at one point. In fact, this is the case in this country. Many bridges need repair, and some of them are functionally obsolete. The one problem is, for example, corrosion that causes the deterioration of bridge elements. Corrosion is a time-dependent phenomenon. It initiates, then it starts at a larger sort of a dimension, and then it propagates. So that before the bridge becomes unsafe in a way, there is a long period of time during which this deterioration is continuing. So with naked eye, it's not visible to see these deteriorations in the system. However, the system's vibration characteristics are actually changing because there is some physical changes happening to the system. And each system, a structural system, has certain fundamental characteristics like frequency, mode, shape, displacement, and so forth. Any changes in those fundamental characteristics would actually be a warning to us that something is happening with this system. Putting sensors on the system is fine, but there's only a limit to the number of sensors you can put on a structure. But with the camera, there's no limitation in terms of discretization of the system. So you can actually sweep through the system because you're visualizing the vibration, and that vibration, you're taking the vibration, actually you are quantifying it in terms of characteristics of the building, is I think is going to be quite an innovative and a breakthrough methodology in the future.